Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rockin' Social Media podcast. Hope you had a great week. We had our first bit of rain here in Spain, which has been the first time for a long time. I normally love October because it's definitely a bit cooler, about 25 degrees. But anyway, that's where it's at. That's what's happening here. If you're new to this podcast, then I'm Paul Hutchinson, DJ, producer, and social media coach. I help DJs build their brand and grow online and turn followers into fans. This is episode 15 of the podcast and part 2 of my new series, Amplify Your Brand for DJs. And today we're talking about something that will completely change the way you use social media. So we're going to stop posting like an amateur and start posting like a brand. That's what you're going to do today. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right, posting mixers, flyers, gigs, photos, but still not seeing results, then this episode is definitely for you. Before we jump in, remember to subscribe to the podcast and to my YouTube channel as well, so you don't miss any of the future episodes. These are going to drop every Thursday from now on. Okay, so first of all, why most DJs are posting the wrong way. So most DJs treat social media like a hobby, not a business tool, or they use it like a billboard as well so that they can force their gigs and new songs on everyone. They post when they've got a gig coming up or when they've just done something cool, but then that's it. You get nothing for weeks. Now that inconsistency is why your page never really grows. So posting without a plan is like turning up to a gig basically without a playlist. You might get through it, but it's not going to flow necessarily. If you want to attract promoters, fans, and opportunities, then you've got to post with purpose. Now, every post should do one of these 3 things. It should build connection with your audience, show your authority to the promoters, or inspire trust. Now, let's talk about how to post with purpose. Now, in my book, Amplify Your Brand, there it is, which is available now on Amazon, I break this down into what I call the 5 content pillars. Now, what are content pillars? For those of you that don't know, content pillars are the core themes or topics that all of your posts revolve around. They give you content structure, consistency, and purpose as well, so you know what you're doing. So instead of posting random stuff, you're posting with a strategy. Now, think of them like the foundations of your brand. Everything that you post should fit into one of your pillars. Now, these are the 5 types of posts that build your brand instead of just filling your feed as a DJ. So first of all, education. Now teach something. Share DJ tips, gear advice, or social media tips you've learned along the way. An example could be 3 ways to make your transitions smoother in Rekordbox. Number 2 is connection. Show the audience your human side. So people follow people, not logos. So share your story and your struggles, all the behind the scenes moments. So another example could be a quick story about your first gig, how it went down. Next up, authority. Show your credibility. So post clips from gigs, press features, radio shows, or brand collabs. Another example of this is a clip from me DJing at Pasha, kind of showing the energy. That's an idea. Personality. Let people see who you really are. Be funny, be honest, be open. So post things like your personal opinions or even your music tastes. And one more, proof. Show real results. Things like testimonials, crowd reactions, screenshots, or messages from fans. Anything that shows people what you do. And when you mix those 5 pillars, your feed stops looking like noise and you'll start to look like a brand. So how to plan like a pro. Now let's talk about consistency. This is where most DJs fall apart and they post a few times, get busy, and then they disappear. The secret isn't to post every day, it's to post strategically. Whatever's manageable for you, that's not going to burn you out. So let's have a look at it. So 1 post about education, 1 about connection, 1 authority, 1 personality, and 1 proof. So that's 5 posts a week, and each one of those has purpose. You can either batch them all in one day using a tool like Metrical or Notion to schedule and plan ahead. I've got another video on YouTube explaining all about Metrical, so go check that out. And remember, Your followers don't want perfection. They want consistency and value. So stop posting for likes. And this one's important. Stop chasing likes. Stop comparing your views to someone else's, because some of the best content doesn't get the most engagement. It gets the right people's attention. And that's important. People like promoters, collaborators, and brands, they don't care if your video hit 5,000 views. They care about your energy, your professionalism, and the story behind what you're doing. So when you post with purpose, you start attracting people who want to work with you, not just to watch you. So here's the challenge for you for this week. I want you to plan your next 7 days of content using those 5 pillars: education, connection, authority, personality, and proof. And then tag me, a Paul Hutchinson DJ, or a rocking social media agency in your post. I'd love to see what you come up with, and I'll share some of the best ones on my feed as well. So remember, professional DJs don't post for attention, they post with intention. Okay, next week, we're going to dive into part 3, which is about building a brand that books you. I'll be showing you how to position yourself so you're not chasing gigs. Gigs will start finding you. And if you enjoyed this episode, hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a DJ friend as well who needs to start showing up like a brand. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next episode.